Okay, so here we are at level 3000. We're on the leg from Wulig to Zegri. We're just waiting for approach to hand us off to the tower controller, and we're also waiting for our advisory vertical guidance to come in. Now it's LP plus V, not LPV, meaning that the plus V is just advisory. So for each step down fix, we're going to have to verify that the altitude, the advisory glide slope
Memphis, they're now
is not giving us inaccurate information. So our first step down for this leg will be down to 2,200 feet.
November 53460, radar starts terminated, contact Smyrna Tower 118.5.
18.5, good day, 53460. Descending a little bit, so I'm going to bring our pitch back up and correct for that, and I'm also holding our heading. And we're going to go and switch it to the tower frequency. I'm going to tell them that we're inbound on the RNAV 19. Smyrna Tower, Skyhawk 53460, inbound RNAV 19.
November 53460, Smyrna Tower, continue runway 19, wind 180 at 9er, altimeter 2997, report a 5 mile.
2997, report 5 mile final, runway 19, continue 53460. I'm going to put that into my iPad real quick so I get distances. Right now we're 8.5 miles away. And here comes our glide path. So when it's a little bit closer, I'm going to start by bringing our power back to 1700 RPM. And it's important to note that we were not clear to land yet. We're just told to continue. Probably because he doesn't have us in sight yet. Okay, we're on the glide path now. We're going to reduce that power back to 1,700. We're below 110 knots, so we're going to do the first 10 degrees of flaps. We're going to start descending at about 450 feet per minute. Again, our minimum altitude for this sector is 2,200 feet until we get to Zegri. After that, we will go down to 1,140 feet. I'm just doing my best to keep the needle centered, using the track vector as a major tool to help you stay on course. If the track vector is to the left of the arrowhead, it means we're going to drift to the left of the course. If it's to the right, it means we're going to drift to the right of course. Now we're out of the clouds. Still going to keep looking at these instruments because we do not have the airport in sight and we don't have good visibility because the clouds are obscuring it. I'm very slightly below that advisory glide path, so I'm just going to decrease our descent rate a little bit by pitching up. Now on an ILS, I use an ILS or a LP plus V or an LPV. I use pitch to control our vertical speed, and I use power to control our airspeed. So notice how my hand isn't on the throttle. I'm just keeping the power.
November 2 and 6 Delta Alpha and 901 Delta Charlie. I have a new departure frequency for your advisor. Ready to copy.
Just keeping the power where it is.
Copy. Ready to copy.
We're on the
new departure frequency is 128.75 and still waiting on your release with departure.
We're on a 6.5 mile final now, so we're just still coming down. And our airspeed is good. I'm going to do a little bit of nose up trim. And once we get to Zegri, we'll turn inbound. And it's going to be offset a little bit. It's on a straight-in approach. Now, our ground speed is 51 right now because we have such a strong wind. So that's leading to a lower vertical speed that's required to hold our glide path. So that's why our vertical speed right now is only like 200 feet a minute. And we're still holding a glide path because we don't need a big vertical speed. We're about 47 seconds out until Zegri.
Alpha, fly runway heading, runway 19, clear for takeoff.
We're on a 6 mile final now, so I'm waiting for that to get to 5 so I can report to the tower controller. And everything's just kind of stabilized. I can let go of the yoke and the airplane.
November 2 and 6 Delta Alpha.
Keeps doing what it's doing.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Now again, I'm crossing Zegri at or above 2,200. So I'm watching us get a little bit closer to Zegri, and the advisory glide path looks like it's going to give us that correct information, correct guidance. Now the GPS is telling me to turn left to 192 in 7 seconds, so when it says now, I'm going to do that. Okay, now it says now, so I'm going to start a left turn to 192. And I'm getting close to being able to report a 5 mile final. I'm going to turn the heading bug to get it out of the way. And I'm coming down a little bit too fast, so I'm going to arrest that descent rate with my pitch. And I'm just going to keep the power where it is, but I'm still scanning the airspeed. Minimum altitude for this sector will be 1,140 feet. Now we're on a 5 mile final. Tower 53460, 5 mile final, 19.
November 460, runway 19, clear to land, traffic will be departing ahead of you.
19, clear to land, 53460. Now this cloud that's in front of us is kind of blocking the airport, but
November 6 Delta Alpha.
we should get
contact
into
Nashville
sight
departure.
once we're clear of that cloud.
Departure 212 Delta Alpha.
We've done our landing checklist, and we know our MDA is going to be 880 feet, so we're just going to keep it coming down. Once we get to our MDA, if we don't see the airport, we will, but if we didn't see the airport, we would hold our altitude at 880 feet, and we would just fly inbound until we got to the missed approach point, and then we would go missed. And our gear is down. Okay, we're going down to 1,140 feet in this sector. Then after Ogisu, it'll be down to our MDA of 880 feet. It's important to make small corrections when you're doing an approach, because if you make too big of corrections, you'll end up chasing the needles and oscillating left and right. And if you look at it on the map, it just would not look good. And I'm just trying to keep that track vector on top of the arrow to keep our course line centered. Okay, airport's in sight. So we will continue past our MDA. I'm just going to keep following this lateral guidance, and we're going to be approaching on a little bit of an offset.
Tower 1 Delta Charlie, any idea how much longer?
19 is verified, we are clear to land, and our landing checklist has been
November 1
completed.
Delta Charlie, just got off the line with Nashville, should be any minute now. Thank you, sir.
Skinner, do you want to take the landing?
Sure.
Okay, your controls.
My controls.
Just, yeah, you can fly visually from now, it doesn't, fine. And just keep us 2 whites on the glide path, or on the PAPI lights.
All right, full flaps.
Okay. And pitch for about 65 knots. Here, right, 20 feet from now. Now this is our MDA, so if we wouldn't have seen the airport, we would have gotten to this altitude before we went miss. And watch your airspeed and get it back up to 65. Add a little bit of power.
All right, so I've got
3
right
reds.
rudder in.
Okay, and you have 3 reds, so try to get us back to 2 reds with these trees that we're going to be flying right over.
All right.
Add a little bit of power. You see your airspeed.
Got a lot of right rudder in.
Yeah, you have a pretty strong left crosswind. So. Once again, 19 is verified, clear land landing, checklist complete, gear down.
I think I've got the most right rudder I've ever put in.
Leg day.
Feel all right?
Yep, just hold it off. You're good, hold it off. Keep holding it off, keep holding it off, keep holding it off. There you go.
Oh, that is weird.
Small corrections with the rudder, small corrections with the rudder.
November 460, turn right on Alpha Tex, Park Alpha Juliet, monitor ground.